Do we really know our poor, and do we know how poor we are ourselves? Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. Delighted to be your host of our morning meditation group, Flourishing During Times of Uncertainty. Today is Wednesday, and today is going to be a great day. If you're new to the program, welcome. It's a three-part Jesuit series. We always begin with a little inspiration. This morning we'll be using Mary Poplin's book, Finding Calcutta, about the life of one of my heroes, Mother Teresa. The second part of the program, we will do a 20-minute meditation practice where we give this first 20 minutes of the day to God, and then allow the rest of the day to unfold as she will. And finally, we end with something very close to Ignatius's own heart, the Jesuit Examen, where we simply look over the last 24 hours and notice where God showed up for us in beautiful ways. We go within or we go without. So let's begin. I turn now to one of my very favorite saints, Mother Teresa of Calcutta. Do we really know our poor? Theophan goes on to tell the young woman a story. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Yes, okay. Theophan goes on to tell the young woman a story of a well-known progressive in St. Petersburg who, having just made an impassioned speech about the love of all mankind, goes home and strikes his servant in the chest for not responding to his needs with enough haste. He concludes the letter. All troubles come from a mental outlook that is too broad. It is better to cast your eyes down toward your feet and to figure out which step to take where. This is the truest path. I am guarding you from the obfuscation that progressivist dreams direct at the soul. Thomas Merton wrote, "There are plenty of persons who will give up their interest for the sake of society, but cannot stand any of the people they live with." This is the problem of utopian visions. They stir up intense dissatisfaction, anger, and sometimes even violence because with human nature they are not realizable. These visions are devastating when the utopian leader is evil and yields great power, such as the case of Hitler, Stalin, Lenin, Mao, Pol Pot, and Kim. Such tyrants must oppress more and more in order to hide the lie of the utopian vision. Mother Teresa addressed the members of a Eucharistic conference in 1976 and told the following story. I saw a young boy with beautiful long hair sitting at night in the street. I said to him, "You should not be here. You should be with your parents. This is not the place for you to be sitting in this cold night." He looked straight into my eyes and said, "My mother does not want me because I have long hair." That was all. I reflected for a second that it was quite possible that his mother was very busy with the hunger of India and Africa and all these places. She wanted to feed everybody except her own child. She did not know the poverty of hunger was in her own home, and she was the cause of that hunger. That is why I ask, do we really know our poor? Do we know how poor we are? Well, thank you, Mother Teresa. That synchronizes very well with this thought. Richard Rohr will come back again and again, the Franciscan father, about this preferential option for the poor. But it's a preferential option for the poor that are in front of us, as well as the poverty, the brokenness of our own souls. So when we tend to this, we get to experience nothing short of the kingdom of God. I don't know how to do this without a contemplative practice. My friend Yoko Beck says the only thing harder than doing a meditation practice is try not doing one and see what happens to your life. And I could not agree with her more. So let's do it. Let's get comfortable. I invite you to take your shoes off, let your feet touch our Mother Earth, and I'm going to lower the lights. All right. One of the ways we flourish is to unplug. I am going to set the timer for 20 minutes. I will ring the bell to get us started, do a very short little meditation, and then together as a community, we will enjoy the miracle of mindfulness. Let's begin. Listen, listen. The sound of this beautiful bell returns us to our true home. I invite you to lower the eyes or close the eyes, whatever feels comfortable to you. And we'll begin with a little grounding exercise by inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth 3 times. Together as a community, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time, give it all you got. Inhale and exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. Take the attention to the body. We start with the feet. Feel the feet pressed onto the earth, our mother, and know that she may be trusted. Next, we arrive at the shoulders. Anything that we've been holding on to, we just let go, surrender, join the winning side. And just notice if you feel a little lighter when you surrender. Moving towards the front of the body, we arrive at the heart, cultivating an attitude of gratitude. We focus on something this morning that we're grateful for, and we just name it in one word. Gently place that word towards the back of your heart, and as a community, together let's breathe into that gratitude. Inhale and exhale, and just notice what you feel. And finally, we focus on an intention for this morning's practice. St. Ignatius invites us to ask for what we deeply desire, being courageous enough this morning to ask God for something great and beautiful. And we'll seal that intention with an inhale and an exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. God is as close to us as this air that we breathe. Listen to the traffic, notice the sensations, and enjoy your breath. Please continue. Gently bring your attention back to the room. If the eyes were closed, go ahead, open the eyes. Let's circle the wrist a little bit. And the other way, little morning stretch, reach up towards the heavens, tilt a little to the left, to the right, little back bend, forward bend, and release. Just shake it out. Excellent. Good job, everyone. If you're new, welcome. Now we move into our Jesuit Examine, where we look over the last 24 hours and just noticed where God came alive for us. And please feel free. One of the ways we do this, build a little community, is drop something in the comment box. And I will share with you more personally where God has come alive for me recently on our Jesuit campus here at Blessed Sacrament. So first of all, one place very recently, most of you know I did the EMDR, eye movement desensitization reprocessing certification, and for that you have to do 10 hours of consultation. And Homeboys was generous enough to help me get a supervisor, and last night was our first meeting with a bunch of other clinicians who do this EMDR, and she was she beyond hit it out of the park. Just a fabulous clinician, a great consultant, a good supervisor, and I mean, I knew it was great because the hour and a half went by in about 15 seconds. So that most of you know, I love clinical work, and it was really a great blessing. So thank you, homeboys, for that opportunity. Second was yesterday. We'd been closed for a couple weeks, and the center opened up, and I was able to begin our flourishing and recovery for people struggling with addictions on the streets of Hollywood. We had our first group of the new year, and many people returned. Another person came to help me out, and it's one of my favorite parts of being at the center is facilitating this group for those struggling with a myriad of addictions. So that was great. And then last but not least, our inspiration. Thank you, Susanna, for this beautiful book, Finding Calcutta. I really love how Mother Teresa says, focus on what's in front of you, because the psychoanalytic part of me says it really can be a defense when I want to save the whole world, because that's just not going to happen. But we can all do our little part. I love what Mother Teresa says about look down at your feet and start from where you stand. So I don't know how else to do this than with a morning practice by moving in the direction which was so close to Ignatius's heart of becoming contemplatives in action. And it sure helps to have a community to do this with. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Have a beautiful Wednesday. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. God bless you.